Hello everyone, I'm Valerie Lin, and today I'm presenting my project Invisible Essential. My areas of interest for this project are fashion, cyborg, and e-textile. This project is mainly inspired by Donna Haraway. In Donna Haraway's A Cyborg Manifesto, Haraway redefined the boundaries between body, self, and uniqueness. After reading her thoughts on how technology deforms, deconstructs, and becomes an extension of our body, the concept of augmentation in the fashion industry could be both add-on and take-away as long as it reaches the idea of increasing the functionality or aesthetic value. The term augmentation should not be described as physically enhancing or extending the value, but it should be interpreted as the process of becoming a better version of self. The refined understanding of augmentation lead me to relate its definition to technology. Technology is a platform, a way, and a medium for people to deliver what they think. It is a way for people to convey their ideas from their mind and transfer any feelings that they could not describe. It could also be a tool and a method that solves the situation humans are facing. We can relate these two terms in that technology is the way humans augment. According to Donna Haraway, a cyborg is a cybernetic organism, a hybrid of machine and organism, a creature of social reality as well as creature of fiction. The definition gives a rough but clear explanation of what a cyborg is. When the boundaries and borders of human body have become unclear and merged to each other, we will be able to consider the future of wearable fashion as a cyborg production. Memory could be considered as a recent example of breaking down the boundaries between organism and machine. Nowadays, we are using cell phones to document and record our daily activities. The phone starts to become an extension of our human brain and more. The structure of our consciousness has changed based on the new technological development that does not require our brain to function as before. We can say that the use of recent technology has already made human beings cyborgs. It should be obvious enough to say, in order to live in the world, society cannot function without machinery. From the speculative aspect regarding the augmentative possibilities of wearable technology, this project prototype mainly focused on the added value of future e-textiles by experimenting the current technology within the industry. The outcome of this project includes a physical fabric with designed circuits that react to the code. Arduino codes collect heart rate data from the testers, and the augmented reality animation reacts to the heart rates collected from the sensors. Invisible Essential is a project that is testing the possibility of future wearable technology. By stitching sensors onto fabrics, the designers not only create an aesthetic value but also a functional circuit. By analyzing the boundaries between machines and organisms in the form of human body, is it possible to describe fashion technology as a cyber? This prototype will begin with challenging the meaning and compare the differences between technology, augmentation, and fashion. I believe that designers always create things in purpose. So the story behind this fabric starts from the quote in the blueprints. What is essential is invisible to the eye. What if we can make it half visible? What if the inanimate object can actually present a live performance? I'm imagining the future when e-textiles merge into the fashion industry. We should ask ourselves if the wearables that we are creating now is pioneering the idea of a cyborg. The materials used for this project include threads, conductive threads, Arduino, vivid pattern, LEDs, conductive fabric, conductive paint, heartbeat sensor, photoresistor, and more. The target audience for this project are people that work in both fashion, textile, and physical computing industry. When these industry professionals work together, they can definitely create something new. When connected successfully to the system, the LEDs on the fabrics will turn on accordingly to the functions. When all LEDs are on, it means that the fabric is starting to sensor the tester's heart condition. In the meantime, Arduino and Unity are communicating with each other with a serial signal through the codes given. The testers will see their heartbeat and 3D flower pots will pop up to be attached to the fabrics on the screen. The flying flower petals animation will change based on the heart rate. When the heart rate is within 60 to 100 BPM, which is in good condition, the flower petals will grow and appear near the fabrics. On the contrary, if the heartbeat is too high or too low, the flower petals will disappear slowly. After creating my own e-textile, I've researched some other designers who use e-textiles to tell their stories as well. The first work is The Crying Dress by Koba Kent. The crying dress was made for the wife of a deceased commissioner who attended his funeral. The dress was covered in sensors and conductive threads to create the effect of endless tears of mourning. The circular stitching was not only for styling, but also a functional amplifiers that produced sound. The sensors and the resistors could be seen as accessories, however, each of them played its own part. The crying dress is an example of a dress that has the function of expression and communication. When the wife was wearing the dress at a funeral, viewers automatically thought about grief and mourning. The fact that humans give clothing the ability to have agency represents his or her emotion. This is the work that augments human emotion through e-textile creation. Moreover, this is a perfect example of how fashion technology creates a cyborg. The climate dress by Diffuse is a huge evolution in both fashion and technological industry. It is made of conductive embroidery that can react to the level of CO2 in the nearby surroundings. The dress is designed to react to human behavior in regards to the surrounding environmental data. The LEDs stitched into the dress display diverse light patterns from slow pause to rapid flashes, depending on the level of CO2 that is measured accordingly in the data. Thus, both the aesthetic value and the value of caring for the environment becomes augmented. It is expressing what the wearers cares about while also protecting their thoughts through visual and motions. By making and testing my own e-textile, I got a sense of how exciting it was to combine physical computing and fashion. It was easy to see the future possibility of augmenting human lives. I can imagine the concept of being a cyborg will be the main trend in our near future. Recent fashion technologies can already be considered a cyborg in a sense. Based on the idea of augmentation, the human race lacks functionality and in turn people are eager to become better. Will not be satisfied with just being an organism without the added value of machinery. When the futuristic technology is fully functional and well developed, the fashion industry will become the pioneer to explore the new area of how to become a cyborg.